Guys, welcome to Ombre Soundcheck. I am Amit Chetan Chino. We are back again, but this time on Friday, not Saturday, because we have a special guest tonight. He is from LA, California. He's a DJ, he's a producer, he's also an instructor. He is an open format DJ, he's into house music, he's into hip hop, retro, and we call him CD. So let's get together and let's get started with the show. Here we are. Let me add CD. I think there's some connection error. Uh, Let me try again. Hey, what's up, CD? How are you, man?
Hey, how's it going, man? Good morning or good night to you guys.
Good evening to us. Good morning to you. What a time difference. Exactly, I think we are 12 hours ahead and behind.
12 hours and a half, I think.
Fantastic. So we have a company with you, your dog.
My wife, and yeah, my dog is always feisty, barking. He's good.
So what
He'll behave.
what breed is he?
He's a poodle terrier.
Ah, I see. I see. Very
He's a little
interesting
ball.
breed. Very interesting
He's
breed.
look, he's a ball of energy, man.
Oh, wow, man. Let's see. So, okay, so let's get started, man. So, first of all, how are you? How's your family? It's like COVID time, everything is so bad around the world, the pandemic, everything going crazy. How are you guys?
Luckily for us, we've been okay. We've had some friends that they really got hit hard and really got affected. But I mean, as far as our family, we've been okay. We've been able to escape it so far, so not so bad.
So did I. I mean, I also escaped it so far, so good. So,
Yeah, I
did you
mean,
get the vaccine?
yeah, we actually got the vaccine about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago.
Ah, I see. Both the
So,
shots,
excuse me.
both the jabs, both the
Yeah, we
shots.
got
Or
two shots. We got two shots. Yes.
I see. I see.
So I mean,
So,
at least we're partially covered on that effect.
all right. Thank you so much for joining and giving us time. I mean, I mean, it's an honor to come and talk with you about music, the journey. So, CD, tell me about yourself. I mean, everybody has a business, they have a profession. You are into music and you are a DJ also. Tell me, how did it start? Where did it start from and how long you've been going along with it?
Well, I mean, my profession is kind of complicated, but as far as the music goes, I mean, I started way back. I would say back in the '80s,
Okay.
uh, collecting
Oh, that's long.
vinyl, listening to music. My mom would wake up every Sunday morning, every weekend, and play music in the house. So I would listen to all kinds of music, any genre, Spanish, English, you name it. She played it. So ever
So
since
she was also a musician or she was just a listener?
she's just a listener. She's
I
one of those
see.
moms, Hispanic moms that they get up early in the morning and start cleaning the house, making breakfast.
I see.
So once she wakes up, man, everybody has to wake up, no matter what.
So somewhat like the Indian family. The Indian family is something same. So like when the family starts, the whole family starts and the whole family stops. It's very the
Yeah.
same. So you started DJing in 80s. That's like almost 40 years back.
Actually, I started DJing, yeah, I would say late 80s, early 90s. Back in school, high school, my friend, his brother had a DJ system.
Okay.
And he would take me with him, and I would watch and learn. And I really got interested in it. So little by little, I began to buy a little equipment here, equipment there, some records, some vinyl. And I mean, next thing you know, man, 40 years later, this house is
So
full of records.
what about which was your first player you ever played on, professional DJ player? What was it?
Ah, man, I don't know if there's a store called Radio Shack,
Okay, it's
but
American.
back in,
It's American.
it's an
It's an
American
American
brand
product.
store. It's a
Yeah, yeah,
store,
yeah.
but they will sell like I would say
Mm-hmm.
the bare minimum equipment to get you started.
Okay.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I bought a two-channel mixer and I will play with cassette
Uh-huh.
decks.
Ah, so
I will put cassette decks in there and press play on one end, press play on the other one, and mix them together.
So how are you mixing it together? Because they would be going haywire, like the BPM will be
Yeah, I
different.
mean, I was
So
just
one,
learning from.
so okay, like start, you would play a track, then crash it down and
Yeah,
play the other track. I see, I see.
I was just
Interesting.
seeing what the equipment did, how it functioned, and
And
just
how,
learn.
how old were you then?
I was probably man, maybe 12, 13 years old.
Oh my God! So you started when you were a baby.
Yeah,
And
so
since when did you start collecting vinyls? I mean, were your like you did you take your mom's vinyl, or you talking about these old vinyls or the new records, the LPs? How were you like when you start
uh,
collecting them?
well, as soon as I started buying my own equipment, I started buying
Mm-hmm.
vinyl. So this was probably back in when I was 14, 15.
I see.
So my mom would
So,
give me some spending money for the week, and I would save it, and
oh,
I would go like
fantastic.
go to a flea
So,
market, buy one record, buy cassettes, buy CDs, whatever I can buy for with $5.
oh, so you used to spend all your pocket money on music,
Pretty much, pretty much.
pretty much. And what
Yeah.
about did you when did you start making money from DJing? When did you start charging for the gigs and like you started moving around like making
That
money?
was back uh, maybe early 90s when
I
I
see.
actually began buying professional equipment.
Okay. And
So
which was that? The
well, back in
90s
the
which
day
could
was a Gemini mixer. Well, for me, professional, it's Gemini
uh,
mixer and
okay.
Techniques turntables.
Okay, so you started DJing directly on the turntables.
Yes.
Oh, interesting, interesting. So
So I mean,
and
back in the days, man, I would have to carry my own equipment. It was heavy, too heavy.
I know must be like around like say uh, around say 30 kilos, 35 kilos of traveling with the turntable
Yeah,
and the mixer.
and plus
So how,
you would have to carry all the
so
crates of.
yeah. It's a hectic thing. So and what were your first headphones that you used? I'm
I'm
saying
sorry.
what were the first headphones that you used? The first headphones
Oh man,
back then.
that I really couldn't tell you what it was. Maybe some Sony Studio headphones, but I can't remember
Okay.
what it was.
So from life, okay, let's say from 80s to 2021, what is the collection of how many records do you have? How many records? I mean, in totality, what is your collection like?
Oh man, Dave, how many would you say? Maybe about
Oh,
four thousand records.
oh, that's a lot of
Four
record. I
thousand
mean, it's
records,
like,
and I will have maybe 700 CDs.
oh, crazy. Okay, so tell us about your name. How did the name come CD?
Uh,
What's the
well,
story behind that?
CD are actually my initials, my first and middle name.
Okay. So nothing
Yeah,
to do
CD is
with the
my
CD
initials,
and like,
and then the vinyl parts because I mean I like vinyl. I like playing on
I see.
vinyl. I like the feel of it. I obviously started playing vinyl when I was little,
Okay,
so that's where the vinyl part comes in. And the 12, I mean that's I don't know if you know, but a vinyl is 12 inches,
I see 12, yeah.
and
So,
that's my wife's favorite number too. So CD vinyl 12, that's how it coming out.
oh, that's crazy. So do you have any tattoo or something of it, or like it's just
Oh, man. Oh yeah, I got a few tattoos. I mean, I don't know if you can see this.
yeah. I noticed you. So
Yeah.
that's a cool thing.
Uh,
Okay, so now I mean this is CD Vinal, and he's one of my favorite DJs who I listen to. He also has a label called RMG. So tell us a little bit about your label. Tell us about the virtual DJing. How did RMG start? And I mean, what's so crazy about RMG? Like I've played for RMG. There are a lot of DJs all over the world play for RMG. There are DJs from India. There are DJs from Mexico, America. And tell them about a little bit about RMG. How did it start? What is it all about?
well, RMG basically it all started because of the pandemic. Uh, Basically, I never had any social media. Never really got attached to it. So I would play at the house in a little corner for myself, my wife,
Mm-hmm.
and play music every day or whenever I could. So
Mm-hmm.
my wife, she will record the clips and I guess she will upload them to Instagram. And she would tell me, "Look, you're going live." And back then I was like, well, "What's live? What are you talking about? I'm playing right now." She goes, "No, people can see you." So then
Okay.
she convinced me to create an account, And down the road, basically, we started evolving, and we decided to create a group, where anybody can come and play whatever they want, open format, play as you like. And my wife actually started with her friend. He's a 90s rebel, and I
Okay.
mean, they got attached, and next thing you know, I mean, this thing just grew out of proportion. People began to ask us to host them or to let
I
them play on
see.
their page.
Yeah,
And I mean, for us, it's just about the music.
I see.
Uh,
Uh,
no matter
And
what, I mean,
how many DJs do you have in RMG? Like how many DJs have performed for RMG so far in span of 1.5, 2 years maybe?
yeah, I would say maybe upper 40s, lower 50s.
Ah, I see. I
And
see. So you and the DJs keep coming back and they play?
some DJs keep coming back, and some DJs, they play once, play twice, and they move on. And I mean, that's what it's all about. We don't hold anybody accountable or hold anybody, you have to stay with us. They come
Yeah,
and
yeah.
go
It's
as they
all of
please.
it's a free world.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, they ask us if, when's open slot, open space, and we'll tell them. And they say, okay, we'll play for you that day, and, more than
Hmm.
welcome. Anybody, anytime.
I see. And what about what's your style of music? I would like to know. Like what kind of music do you play?
Uh, I mainly grew up listening to, well, I mean, that's a very difficult question because, like I said, I grew up listening to 80s hip hop,
I
80s
yeah.
old school, uh,
Mm-hmm.
freestyle, high energy. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I was a mobile DJ back in the day. So as a mobile DJ, you had to evolve. You had to go with the flow. So I mean,
I
as
see.
time went on, I mean, I had to either change music styles, buy new records, just pretty much go with the flow. So, but I guess if you ask me that question, my favorite style of music would have to be old school electro, which is like old school hip
Ah,
hop.
I get it. I get it. So what about I mean, how often? Okay, before the pandemic, you were. I mean, are you a full-time DJ or you are in a job? Or what is it
I
like? How do you?
I used to be a full time DJ. I used to play one or two clubs here and there, and I used to
Uh-huh.
have my mobile business. But like I
Okay.
said, I mean, just for one person doing it for himself, it was too much work.
Uh, okay.
Too much work, and now I just to me now it's just a hobby. I just do it
Okay.
for fun, and you know, I play music when I want to, whenever I want to,
So
and that's it.
there was a time when you were living out of DJing. You were making money only by DJing and supporting yourself.
No, I had a second job. I mean, unless you become like a professional, high end DJ, you're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
you won't get paid as much as you would think.
I see.
Unless
I
unless
see.
you get I guess gigs every weekend or on a daily basis. Yes, you're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
survive on this DJ alone.
Okay. So I just heard Betsy saying you're an engineer.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm an engineer by profession, so
Okay.
I mean
What what what
nowadays, like,
what field of engineering are you in?
I'm a locomotive engineer.
Oh, locomotive. I
Yeah,
see. So it's like mechanical engineering,
pretty much.
pretty much, pretty much. So, okay, now but when I see you play music, I mean, I have a friend also who is a hobbyist. He's a DJ. He's played for RMG also. His name is Gotham. I mean, he
Yes.
reminds me of you. So, I mean, you people are just following your passion because you love music and you're DJing. But when I see your DJing skills, I see it to an extent where any professional, I mean, you would make anyone run for their money. You're mixing on turntables, you're mixing on the CDJs. It's seamless. It's phenomenal. The way you change from one track to another. I mean, how much do you practice? Like, what is the practice you do for? Like, do you play music every day or like, what's the scene
Well,
like?
first of all, I mean, I appreciate the comments and the compliment on that.
You deserve
And
it.
yeah, and like I said, I mean, back in the days when we first started, my friend he will take us out, to his job, DJing. And
Hmm.
this is a true story. He will not let me play at the beginning when I first started because I was so offbeat.
Okay.
He would let me play like towards the end of the night when everybody left, when everybody hardly nobody was there.
Or maybe before the night starts, like you can play
Exactly.
then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then,
That's
I
like
mean,
the.
he will tell me straight up, he goes, unless you get better, you're not going to get like prime time playing time.
I
And
see.
I
I
mean,
see.
I guess that was a motivation just to, I guess, practice and get the hang of it. And
So
nowadays, it's just like, I guess, Practice, just a lot of
Makes you
practice
perfect.
back in the days. Yeah.
So you still practice now also if you're playing for RMG? Do you take out time that okay, this is my music, I'm going to play at home and then I'm going to play for RMG, or it's just like you're too good at it now? You just go start your music and end it.
No, I just select the records I want to play and I just go with it. I don't practice before any set. I just select the music and let's go.
So you from Mexico and now you are in America. You've been like you're from Mexico and in America.
Well, I mean, I'm from Guatemala, Guatemala.
Yeah, yeah. So
My
is there a
wife's
difference
my
of
wife's from
music?
Mexico.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
is there a difference of music there and here, or something like very same all over?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, I've been in the USA since I was a little kid,
I see.
and I mean, I guess they listen to more Latin style, more upbeat tempo,
Mm-hmm.
more I don't know how to, cumbia, salsa, merengue.
Mm-hmm.
They listen to all that. I mean, even up to now, my uncle and they still
Mm-hmm.
listen to all that merengue, cumbias, and that's why I
Uh-huh.
said, I mean, I'll play anything because I mean, I guess just my ear captures that, and I try to go with the tempo.
So I see those CDJs behind you. I see you have these 2000 X's.
Yeah. If you can see right there.
Amazing. What a setup, man. I mean, come on, guys, see the setup. He's got CDJs, he's got turntables. I mean, he's got a laptop stand. So basically you play on CDs, you play on pen drives, you play on vinyls, you play on software also. So, I mean, you've been on the go. Like since the time the music has been there, you've been changing your style of music and you've been going along with the technology. Tell me a little
Yeah.
bit about Tell me a little bit about the differences. Like, I mean, now the DJing is easier, or back then was easier. How do you compare today? The software DJing with the record DJing, with the CDJ DJing?
Well, I don't take away anything from anybody, as long as
Mm-hmm.
they like what they're doing. But I will agree on a comment that you said. Yeah, today's technology makes everybody's job much easier. Today's
Mm-hmm.
technology makes everybody pretty much want to be a DJ and play music because
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
a software can pretty much match the songs for you. They can pretty
Mm-hmm.
much match the keys, match the tempo, match the BPMs, and all you have to do is push a button, and off you go. I mean,
So yeah, yeah.
back in the days, I mean, you really had to listen to the music and have an ear to beat match on
Correct,
turntables.
correct. Right. So
So
everything is
yeah,
analog. So you have to be a very skilled DJ to play for one track because back in the day there was not like you would play a track which is 118 and the next track would be 125 and then we have to mix that track so we could loop it and I mean crazy stuff, crazy. So
yeah.
what advice do you give to the young people, the youngsters today's time for DJing? What do they start with? The technology or they go analog? Like start with the basics, go with the turntables, go with the DJs, and like what advice do you give to the new generation, the young
I
blood?
mean, honestly, if it was me, I would say start with the basics, start with analog, and I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if you start with analog and transition to digital, you can tell the
Mm-hmm.
difference. If you start with digital and go to analog, you'll hear a train wreck. You'll hear the difference too. So my advice is start with the basics. I mean, even though it's much more expensive, but you will actually have the hang for it. You will actually have the passion to do what you want to do.
I see, I see. How, I mean, you still do gigs? Are you still doing gigs? And I think things are normal now in States. Everybody is open, everybody's going out, music is on, everything is like back to normal, like as it was.
Everything's back to normal here in the US. Well, it's getting back to normal. But like I said, I stopped doing gigs maybe 17 years ago. And I
Okay.
just do it for myself as a hobby because I still like
Uh-huh.
it. I still like what my records. I still like music. Uh, so I just do it for myself, mainly as a hobby, an expensive hobby at that.
So what's cooking tonight? Like, what are you up to? Like, what are you going to play tonight? What's the plan? I mean,
Well, tonight
how?
we'll start. We'll play a little bit of everything. A little bit of tribal house, a little bit of
Oh,
tech
wow.
house, a little
Okay.
bit of deep house, and then towards the end, we'll transition to vinyl and play some deep vinyl classic house
Oh, great. I mean, so you're going to be doing today from CDJs to
to vinyl.
records. Oh wow,
Yes.
wow. That's going to be something which is very impressive. And people, you should watch him learn the art of mixing. I mean, see, I'm not saying this because CD is a friend of mine or he's a guest. He actually is one of the best DJs I've heard. I mean, the way he mixes one song to the other, from digital to analog or analog to digital, it's actually mind blowing. So, okay, what about the virtual DJing? What do you think about the virtual platform now? Is it going to take over, or is it going to be competitive with the live DJing? How is it all about? Like, what do you see like 2, 3 years from now?
Well, I think all this virtual DJing came along because of the pandemic, and
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, I think people like it.
Yes.
People like watching other people play music. Because now you can add more much visuals, you can add effects, you can pretty much do as you like on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, I think the virtual DJ will be slowly taking over. It'll be taking over
I
and
see.
making a huge bump on the industry.
You think? And do you think is it good or bad?
Any technology, as it progresses, it's good. I mean, it's bad for the people that don't catch or don't go with the technology. For
Mm-hmm.
technology itself, it's good. Either you
I,
keep up with
I
it, or you get
mhm.
lagged
Carry on.
behind.
I see. But I personally feel virtual DJing gives you more advantage because you are the one who's going to play music. You have your own fort, your own set of people following you. People who want to see you, they come. There's no, if you go to a nightclub, it is always said for a DJ that you cannot satisfy 100 people. You cannot satisfy 100%. There would be some people will like the DJ, some won't. But in virtual DJing, I find it more direct, where you can get your own fan following and make it happen.
Yes, I agree on that. I agree because if you go to a nightclub, I mean, you have to pretty much stand in line at a club. You have to pay. You have to be in a crowded space. And then, I mean, if the DJ is not on point that night, you'll probably say, "I'm never coming back."
Correct,
You
correct.
know,
Okay,
as opposed to if you do virtual DJ, I mean, like I say, once you get a green screen, the possibilities are endless.
I see. And what about what do you think about Ombre as an application, as an concept, as a startup? What do you think? What are your views on Ombre?
Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, any technology, any platform, it's good for the consumer. It opens
Mm-hmm.
up more choices, opens up more possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as the technology or the platform, the Ombre, whether it be Ombre, let's say Mixcloud, SoundCloud, as long as the people still interested on that, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
I see, I see. So you feel the future for virtual DJing is very bright. You feel the virtual DJing is a new party party starter. I mean, this is what is happening for future.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I mean,
Yes, you do. Among all the places in the world, which is your party destination? Where would you go or you'd like to go? Where do you hit? I mean, you're living in
uh,
LA, so I mean, but you must be getting bored. You want to go somewhere out. But what's your idea?
man, we would love to go to Cancun for I would think it's the BPM festival,
Uh-huh. Okay.
where they shut down the streets and the beaches for a week, and
Mm-hmm.
it's 24/7 nonstop.
Oh, okay, okay. That's a good place
So
to
I mean,
hang out, huh?
Cancun, hang out on the beach, listen to some music because I mean, they have around 50 DJs playing in one week, and you have many
Oh,
choices. I mean, if you don't like this guy, you can go to the next one, and so on.
okay. What about okay, uh, European music and American music? Let's talk about house and tech house and techno. Is there a difference, or is it like it's same, or it is like because Europeans claim that the house music and the techno is their breed. I mean, mostly techno. House is American. I can say house is American also. But what
Yes.
do you think? Is there a difference between a European DJ and American DJ?
Uh, First of all, I think every DJ, or most DJs, I would say most DJs, they have their own style of music they play, they're comfortable with. Once
Mm-hmm.
they go out of their comfort zone, they're, I would say, I mean, without insulting anybody, lost.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't know how to play that genre of music. I mean, if you ask a tech house DJ to play deep house with vocals, you will hear the vocals overlapping each other, or maybe not transition correctly. So
I
in
see.
that sense, I think every DJ is, it's a difficult question. They will have to, I guess, listen to all kinds of music to differentiate the kinds of music that they want to play or listen to.
And what is more popular in LA? What kind of music is LA? Is a mixed, it's an open format place where everything is everywhere, or there are certain people. I mean, what is more popular in LA? What kind of
Uh,
music is?
Everybody has their own choice. Everybody plays whatever. Everybody plays differently. If you ask, let's say, a different DJ, what kind of music you play, he'll say hip hop. If you ask a different DJ, he'll say, I'll play tech house or I'll play deep
Mm-hmm.
house. So I mean, it all depends on. I mean, you can go down the street and find 25 DJs playing different music.
I see, I see. So, guys, this was CD, and he's going to be playing for an after party in, like, say, 30 minutes from now, or maybe 30, not even 30. Yeah, exactly 30 minutes from now. And I mean, download the app, be there, and he's one of its kind. Don't miss the event. He won't come back for soon. So, we specially changed the Saturday to Friday because of CD, because he wasn't available on Saturday. So, you can
Yes.
imagine he has to be good. So, guys, any tips, anything to say for the viewers or Ombre or for music, whatever you want to say?
My thing is just enjoy what you do. I mean, whether it's
Mhm.
if it's virtual DJ, if it's computer DJ, analog, as long as you enjoy what you're doing, just go with the flow. Don't let anybody stop you or contradict or saying because you play on a computer is much easier. It might be easier, but you're still doing it as opposed to not doing what you like.
I see, I see. So, guys, be yourself, be original, and go with the flow, right?
Yes, go with technology because
Yeah.
technology is it's imperial. It'll leave you behind if you wait for it.
All right. So, we're going to see you in another 25 minutes live on
Yes,
Ombre.
and like I promised, I mean it'll be a good one, hopefully. And
I'm waiting for it. I'm
my
waiting for
wife.
it. Hey,
Hi
Betsy, how are you
everyone.
doing? How are you
Good,
doing?
good.
That's so. I
Thank you for
mean,
having CD.
sorry.
Thank you for having CD
Oh,
interviewing me.
it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. We wanted to have him for long, and we were trying to work on the timings. The timings are different, and then the days are different. So finally, we made it. So big thank you to you guys. A shout out to you all. Thank you so much for joining in and telling us and sharing your story, and letting us know what exactly music and life is all about in LA and how things are. And we're going to be watching on Ombre in half an hour from now. And thank you so much for joining, Betsy. Thank you, CD, for being around. You want to say
Thank you.
something to Betsy? You want to say something to the people? Something you want to say about RMG? Some
Um, just pretty much thank you for the respect, the support that you provide to RMG, and then just pretty much the fans have put us here. We might not have 3,000 fans, but the ones we have, they're pretty much music lovers, and they're dedicated to our sets and the DJs that come and play for RMG. They really enjoy it. We're a different vibe and a crowd. I think that we really, the essence of RMG really shows, and I appreciate everybody just pretty much supporting us. And this is exciting. We hadn't had a collaboration with anyone, so the Ombre it's a new platform for you. So we're very happy to support it as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words. And RMG itself is a brand. People, RMG is also live on Ombre. RMG is also on Instagram, on Twitch also. They are regular and they are all live DJs on RMG every weekend, sometimes midweek also. So please see, watch, and love them. They are amazing. I really appreciate both of you. Thank you so much for coming in. And looking forward at 10 o'clock India time. That would be what LA, what time? Morning
9:30.
10. 9:30 morning. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this is the
So
spirit, people. Like he's playing morning 9:30 for viewers in India, which is like 10
I'm
o'clock. At,
gonna honestly, I'm gonna wake up the whole neighborhood right now because it'll be so loud inside in here. They're gonna get mad
yeah,
at me, but oh well, it's for the music, right?
Yeah, and
yeah.
I want to give a special shout out to Trisha. She's our promotions, manager for RMG, and our designer, 90s Rebel as well. He's always,
Yeah, yeah.
has top-notch flyers. So thank you for that, and I shout out to the Intocables and all the RMG music followers.
Pleasure is ours. Thank you so much, the RNB team. Thank you, CD. Thank you, Betsy. We'll see you soon. And I want to play for RMG coming week for sure. We'll do a lineup, something. I'll get up in the
Yes,
morning
yes.
also.
Thank you. And
So-
also, if Ubi's listening, he's my best friend. Well, he thinks he is, but you know, I gotta give him a shout out, otherwise he'll get mad at me.
Okay, of course, of course. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the friends and family watching us live now, watching live for RMG, for Ombre. Thank you for being here, guys. And I think we should carry on because you have a long day and a setup and everything. We'll see you soon. Hey,
Okay.
Chris. Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you
All
very
right,
much
guys.
for the conversation, for the time, and we'll keep in touch.
Surely, surely, surely. Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you in about 25 minutes.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
All right, bye.